as you saw in that intro clip, basically if you guys want to see how I achieve this look, which is essentially kind of a kill two birds with one stone, I'm going to be doing a partial brand review of PIXI Beauty and together with skincare and everything like that. Also to show you guys these products from BELIF that I've been using religiously for a long time, and also how this helps my oily acne prone skin. It also combines really well with makeup simply because it's a very lightweight formulation. So if you guys want to stick around to see what I've been using for my skin prep and also my brand review from PIXI, then just keep on watching. If you guys know BELIF's motto, they list all the things that it's absent in terms of ingredient list, like no synthetic fragrance, no synthetic dyes, no parabens and all that kind of thing, so you know what is in this bottle. And yes, this line contains tea tree oil, which is something that I really like. This is how it looks like. It's just a very regular toner kind of thing, and I prefer this kind of bottle. This would be my second bottle from BELIF that I'm using. I always like to keep a rotation of things that I really like while trying other toners, because when it doesn't work out I can quickly revert back to what I'm used to. But IDS and Paula's Choice have been great so far. Once that's done, I'm going to be using the BELIF Problem Solution Essence like this with a pump. It's a really it looks pretty thick. I like to apply quite a bit. Once I massage it in, I like to massage this product into my hands quite a bit, because once it melts and once it becomes a little bit more watery, I find that it layers better with other skincare products. So next is the Problem Solution Moisturizer. It's significantly bigger in quantity. This is about 25 ml and it's the same packaging with the pump. For the moisturizer, similarly, it's a little less thick. The essence was actually thicker, and that's surprising for an essence. But similarly, the moisturizer, I warm it up with my hand and I get it all over my face. And essentially with this current base of the BELIF product, I like to let it fully dry before I apply a few PIXI additions, and then I will start the full makeup review on PIXI. Okay, so the first PIXI item, I'm going to be applying a oil. This is the Jasmine Blend Oil and looks like this. PIXI is very renowned for its I wouldn't call this mint green, it's almost like a garden green, pastel garden green kind of a oil. It looks like this. You can see it's like a clear jasmine oil. I'm not going to use too much of this, just about 3 drops. And if you guys have been watching my Insta videos, I believe one of my Insta tutorials are still up. I've been incorporating oils into my routine a lot, so how I do it is with that 3 drops, really massage it into the palm, and I only hydrate the outskirts of my face and areas where it's a little bit dehydrated, and I take it down my neck for sure. So anyway, for my primer, I'm going to be using the Rose Flash Balm. It is an instant skin booster 3-in-1 moisturizer, primer and mask. So it looks like this. I'm just going to use a little bit in the main parts of my T-zone. Alright, so for my makeup base, I'm going to be trying 2 different types of concealers from PIXI. I don't have their foundation, but hopefully in the future, if it does come in PR, then I will basically try it out. But I have no real interest in buying foundations at the moment since I'm struggling with some things. Head over to my Instagram to find out why, or my blog post. I recently did a foundations that are sold in Singapore that suits dark skin girls. But anyways, I have their concealers. This is Concealing Concentrate Adaptable Beige is the shade. It comes in this pot. It's really small. You guys, I'll leave all the information below of things that have been sent to me and things that I've purchased so that you guys don't get misled, and hopefully I'll try to find the prices. But makeup hasn't come to Singapore yet, but there are a lot of websites that ship to Singapore. Then I will use my finger to pat it into my skin. I'm just going to use this concealer as a color corrector for areas where I have discoloration or dark circles. So the Pat Away concealers, just going to show you guys how the applicator looks like. It's like this. It's quite a big doe foot. Kind of looks a bit, you know, reminiscent of the Shape Tape. So this is the lighter color. I'm going to apply it under my eyes. And then this shade in Natural all around So something to note is that the applicator doesn't pick up a lot of product. Before the concealer sets, going in with the sponge, I'm blending out the lighter areas first. I must say that this formulation is really as thick as the Shape Tape. As I'm blending it out with a sponge, it's more shearable, but I believe if you pat it with your fingers, you will maintain like quite an opaque coverage. So this is how everything looks like. Pretty decent. I think the combination of the skincare really did this well. Everything is just blending so well. Really like it. Alright, so you guys probably know PIXI in the last 6 months or 9 months, they have been on a collaboration freaking spree. I apologize if you can hear vacuuming outside, but hopefully it's not that loud. It's a MARYAMNYC palette of contour and strobing. I won't use the strobing here, but I'll start off with the contour. And there are like other collaborations that I'll be trying shortly, so let's just slowly get into this. This is the Strobe and Bronze collection, and I believe there's no shade, but this is called Glow and Bronze palette. Yep, it's, you know, curated with PIXI and MARYAMNYC. I'm simply gonna go into this lighter bronze here with a dual fiber brush. The unfortunate thing about these palettes is that they don't come with a mirror, but I think there are a few developments to the palette in the recent times, so I'll show you how they kind of input the mirror, but the palette still looks the same. But for the MARYAMNYC palette, there's no mirror. I'm just using a dual fiber brush. Hopefully, if all these palettes do well, there is, you know, more income or profit to input a mirror and better packaging. But so far, this powder is blending out like a dream. Going in with a more defined dual fiber brush, I'm going to go in with this darker bronze shade. So with PIXI, Chloe Morello came out with a face palette. It's called the Romantic Radiance palette by Chloette. Why is she called Chloette? She's called Chloe Morello. Anyway, so as the back kind of shows what the products are, but essentially she talks about this as a multi-purpose palette. There is a mirror, but it's like a strip of mirror. Honestly, this is really bad. It doesn't help anything. Maybe just your brows or your eyes. But she also formulated a lip glass or like a lip gloss, so I will be using this as a lip topper. She has 3 blushes, which actually, if you're into like, you know, having pink tones on your eyes, you can use them as eyeshadows as well. I'm just gonna use this kind of orangey shade, and this blush is beautiful. This shade is amazing. I love peaches. Peaches are my like go-to blush shades. Like the blush, I really like this shade in particular. So like I mentioned, for highlight, Dolce Candy, really long-standing YouTuber, she came out with the Cafe Con de Leche, and it's Sweet Glow. Sweet Glow is the name of the palette. These are all highlighting shades. Some of you who like probably don't know much about highlighters, why is there so many and why are they in pink and bronze? They suit different needs. So basically the pinky ones can be a blush topper, these ones are your regular kind of highlights that we're used to, and the bottom ones are for deeper, darker skin tones. But they can be used in a multiple number of ways. You can use them as eyeshadows and, you know, just anything you want essentially. So for me, I'm just going to use it as a regular highlight. I really want to test out this formulation of the highlight. Wow. Interesting, in the pan when I put my hand into it, it doesn't feel super creamy like, you know, your regular cream, but when I press into the pan, it kind of, it's not powdery, it kind of has a bit of foam to it, like plasticine, if that makes sense. Alright, so for my brows, I'm going into the Chloe Morello palette. I'm using this kind of third here, this trio. It has black, brown, and a taupe. So she mentions that you can use it as an, like, just to shape your brows. There's many ways to do your brows. You can do it with powder, you can do it with a pencil, you can do it with a pomade. Okay, all done. I am going to do eyeshadow. So this is the PIXI and WEYLIE palette. Primarily used as eyeshadow, but you can definitely use the shimmers as highlights, use, you know, like these as brow shades, however you want to do it. But it's an eyeshadow palette with an eyeliner that she created with them. There are 2 ends, so it's different kind of eyeliners. I'll definitely be trying the eyeliner. So I'm going to be using this neutral tone brown. It's seriously like calling to me. Super pigmented. I'm just gonna sweep that all over my lid. So going into the It's Judy's Time palette, I'm not sure when they first launched this did they do this mirror input, but when I bought it, it came with this stick-on mirror, so I chose to stick it here. And it's not really like, it's like more a mirror sticker, and it works well. So I love that they changed that up. I'm gonna go into this shade. Feels the same like the WEYLIE palette, but I will leave my comments in the description box. But yeah, so far these feel very consistent. I'm gonna go into the It's Eye Time by It's Judy's Time, this gold shade with my finger. Damn, it's so pretty. That is crazy. Seriously, that's mad. I love a good shimmer shadow, even though, you know, shimmer shadows tend to have oils in them, so they look really pigmented, and on the eyes they look really pigmented as well. So for the WEYLIE palette, I'm going to be using this shade here. I say this WEYLIE palette, when I rub my finger into the shade, there is more fallout, so it's a bit more crumbly, not as well pressed, I must say. Oh wow, this is super pigmented. I'm gonna take it in a little bit more and bring it into the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna go in with a combination of these two browns. Back into the It's Judy's Time palette, one of the darkest browns. I'm just gonna take that on the lower lash line. Okay, back into the WEYLIE collaboration. This is a eyeliner. This side is kind of a gel eyeliner. It's like a twist up, more like a pencil. The other side is a liquid eyeliner. So I'm not very well versed in eyeliner, so I'm gonna stay safe and go with, you know, the more pencil-like one, not so much the liquid. Just gonna keep this really close to the lash line. My first kind of concern would just be when this pencil is blunt. Because it's a twist up, it's not like a pencil where you can sharpen to get it sharp again. Yeah, what does someone do once it gets blunt? Alright, that's the eyes all done. I'm going to curl my lashes and finish off with I'll probably do an ombre lip. I'll use one of these shades first, and I'll just go in with my finger. I think it's easier. So I'm just going to go in with this like brownish shade here. Love this color. I love that this palette from Judy is like so neutral, so wearable, and so like great for, you know, young adults, for young girls, for older women. Going into the Dolce Candy lip palette, I'm going to be using, go for this bright pink. I'm just going to pop it in the center. Okay, so right off the bat, these feel more pigmented already. It's easier to blend, but yet again, this palette is a little bit newer compared to the It's Judy's Time one. Okay, I intended to do an ombre lip, but the colors didn't go, so I just went over it entirely, and yeah, these feel really nice on the lips. I'm glad they're not too, you know, mattifying. I really am tempted to try the lip icing in Cake from Chloe Morello. Not sure if you can see, it's like a lip topper. It's a lip gloss with a lot of gold sparkle. You know, with this kind of thing, the unfortunate thing is that if you use it on its own, as in just use this lip gloss, then you probably won't have this problem of having the applicator stained. But yeah, you would have to wipe off the lip color every time you use it so that it doesn't contaminate the product in the tube. Okay, and yes, last but not least, Hydrating Milky Mist as a setting spray. Final look. So I hope this video isn't too lengthy, and as I'm filming it, I probably think it is, but I'll try to edit it down into a concise piece. And also, I don't think I'll be able to get the swatches in for this video, but I probably will do just, you know, a sit down talk through of the best of PIXI after I've tried enough of these products, and in that video I'll give you swatches. If you guys want specific products, you want to see the pigmentation or anything like that, leave me a comment in this video and I'll do the swatches and I'll put them up on my Instagram as an image. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your family and friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! There's also a giveaway for the Chloe Morello palette if you stayed till the end of the video. check out the comments below. You can apply now.